What's going on, guys? So we're back again with another video, and today we're gonna go ahead and be working on the BMW G20 330i. We're gonna go ahead and turn her around, and I want to show you guys what I got for this car. Alright guys, so this is what I got for the G20. So this is a CTS Turbo Intake for the 330i. So it's for any car with the B46 and B48 engine, for the G20s, that is. It's pretty straightforward. Air intake system, high performance. So let's dive in right into it. Let's take a quick look at it. Shouldn't be too hard to install, but I'm very excited because I've heard good things about the M340 CTS intake. So I have really high hopes for the 330i. Alright. Paper wrap. Nice. So I'm assuming this is the heat shield. So the cool thing about this intake is that you guys are getting a heat shield with it to avoid getting heat soak. Very good material quality. It is powder coated from what it looks like, so that's really cool. Alright, I'll set this over here. Oh cool, you get stickers. Nice. Okay, chilling. Then I'm assuming the intake is in here, with the air filters in here. Sheesh. Alright. Dang. Also velocity stack. Okay. Man, that's hard. Alright, so CTS decided to add a velocity stack to their intake, which obviously improves performance and improves induction noise. So that's pretty cool. Shout out CTS for that. I love velocity stacks, air filters. They're honestly the best to run on the intake, in my opinion. So we'll go ahead and put this over here. Let's see. Alright, let's look at the rest. So right here you have the intake pipe. So I believe this is aluminum too, just like the heat shield, and is also powder coated, and it says CTS on it. Go ahead and put this one right here, and then last but not least, you should have the couplers and the bands, as well as a trim. So the trim is supposed to go on the edges of this heat shield. So I'll show you guys how all that goes, how to install it, what tools you need in this video. So if you guys want to purchase this intake, the part number for this intake is CTS IT946, and you can purchase it at ctsturbo.com. So first things first, if you guys have never taken this off, then you are going to have the stock clamps from BMW that are one-time use. So you're just going to use a plier and you're just going to break them off. One is here and the second one is by the inlet pipe. Second, you're going to use one of these, a little pocket pry bar, and you put it by the sensor. That way the sensor comes off, because they do tend to get stuck. So now all you have to do is just take it off. Second of all, you're going to use, for me, I have a 6mm band, so I'm just gonna disconnect that. See, comes right off. Super easy. Alright, next you guys are going to remove the intake filter. So you're gonna pop this off just like this, and you're gonna end up popping this off. Lift up, that way it's easier for you guys to take this intake off, and that's how it comes off. You just lift up, grab it from in here, grab it from up here, and you're gonna lift up. Super easy. We're gonna go ahead and set this down. Second, like I said, the second band is right here. but for me, mine's is different. But for those of you guys that have the stock clamps, they're one-time use, so you're gonna have to break it off. So then I'll go ahead, and I believe that one's a different size. So the first one was a 6mm. I believe that one is a 8mm, so I'll go ahead and change that. I was wrong, guys, so it's actually a 7mm. So let me go ahead and disconnect that. There you go. Just like that, they disconnect. See, this is why I opted to these bands. They're so easy to take off, and you can always reuse them. So I highly recommend that in case you guys do end up taking your intake off, just switch to these bands. They're super easy to use, and they're always reusable. Now this just should pop right off, just like that. There you guys have it. So basically, the first thing we're gonna do is install the CTS intake pipe. Basically, it goes in something like this. Yeah, just like that. So we're gonna go ahead and install the coupler first, and then I'll get back to you guys. One thing, so before we can move on to installing the pipe, we have to transfer the sensor over to the new pipe. And this is a Torx bit, and I believe they did, yeah, so they even included new bolts for the sensor for the new pipe. That's pretty cool. So the size for the sensor on the stock intake is going to be a T20, so go ahead and want to remove that. Let's set some room here. Alright, that one's off. Set these aside. Keep that. I would recommend you guys keep that. And you slowly want to take out the sensor, just because it's very sensitive. Now we could put the stock one back down, and we'll transfer it. Make sure you're putting it in the right direction, in the same direction you take it off, in the same direction you're going to put it back on. So just like that. And even if you were to put it reverse, it won't even fit. So that's good. That's a cool design from CTS. Now you're gonna go ahead and grab this H3 hex bolt and put it right here. And use here's a H3 socket. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this. So you cannot reuse the stock bolts from the stock intake. Just make sure you're using the one that came with the kit. Just like that. Honestly, you just want this hand tightened, but I'm just gonna double check it with the ratchet. It shouldn't be on too tight because you could damage it. Just like that. Just like that. And there you guys have it. Alright guys, so CTS was nice enough to provide us with bands. The sizing for the bands are 8mm, or you can use a flathead, whatever you prefer. I prefer just using 8mm with an electric ratchet. I'm going to switch with a stubby, just because I might not have enough room back there. So basically, here's a pipe. The two sizing coupler is gonna go just like this. This is the end of the pipe. This is gonna go towards the inlet. So let's go ahead and put this on, just like that. Okay, and then we're gonna put another band here, and then just like that. Make sure it's on straight, because if it's not, it could cause some leaks. Just now we'll go ahead and put it just right here, just like that. There you guys have it. So now we're gonna go ahead and tighten the bands, but keep in mind the smaller coupler goes up top right here. The two sizing coupler goes on the bottom towards the inlet. So you want to go ahead and tighten the top one but not the bottom one, because you still want to be able to maneuver the pipe to whatever position you need it to be. So one thing I've just noticed is we're gonna have to reuse the bushing on this position. Honestly, I could just probably take this one off, but you're actually supposed to take this bushing off right here, and you're gonna put it right here, because this little piece goes in the bushing exactly like this to hold the heat shield in place. Now that we put the liner on the intake, we can go ahead and install it. So it goes just like that. Oh, you see the extra piece I was talking about? This is how it's supposed to look. Goes in like that. Now, remember how I told you guys to keep the bottom piece loose so we can twist it and be able to put it inside the intake shield, just like that. Came off a little bit. It's okay. It's a tight fit, but that's good. There you guys have it. There you go. Now we'll go ahead and assemble the intake. So this piece, where's the CTS? It's gonna go in bottom side up. Just like that. Don't forget the other band. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna flip this band right here. So now that the filter's on, the pipe is pointing the right direction. Now we can go ahead, tighten all the bands, and we can finish. Oh, actually we gotta finish putting on these screws for the heat shield, but we'll do that after, once all the bands are tightened. So the tool that you're gonna need for the screw, it's a H4. Basically, you put on the spacer and you put it just down there. Hopefully you guys can see that, but it goes on just like that. You see, the second screw actually comes with a nut, so you're gonna have to use a 10mm wrench. Put the spacer on top, put the screw right under, use a nut. You're gonna need there you go. So you're gonna need the 10mm to hold it, and then you're gonna be able to tighten it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. But first off, I'm gonna tighten this one first. Just hand tighten, nothing too crazy. Go ahead and switch out ratchets. Oop. Now that you have the heat shield tightened, we could go ahead and tighten the clamps. I know I said tighten the clamps first, but it kept moving, so I just went ahead and tightened the heat shield first, and then now I can go ahead and tighten the clamps. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, damn. Alright. Just right. You gotta make sure it's perfectly aligned. There you go. And we're all done, guys. So pretty easy install, nothing was very hard. The intake looks so good in the engine bay. Damn. Sheesh. Shout out CTS, boy. It looks really clean. The heat shield's sturdy, the intake pipe is sturdy. Now we gotta see how it sounds. Let me just go ahead and clean up here, and then I'll give you guys a sound test and a drive-by how it sounds when I'm driving. I feel like it's gonna sound loud, so we'll see right now. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a sound test real quick. Man, I love how the intake looks. That red just pops in the engine bay. That powder coating, sheesh. Shout out CTS, man. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a quick sound test right now. I'm actually put you guys down. Hopefully that looks good. So I hope you guys heard a little bit of the intake. We're gonna go ahead and take it for a drive. so you can really hear the intake when you're driving. Yeah, let's go grab some food and take some shots on the new CTS intake. I just can't get over how good it looks in the car. That red looks so good. Sheesh, that powder coating. Honestly, it looks really good in the engine. So shout out CTS. Yo, you guys have to hear this. Damn, bro. Look, hear this, hear this. Oh my god! Damn, that turbo's freaking loud. Oh! Oh, dude, guys, that intake is so loud. Oh my goodness, I'm fucking spinning everywhere. Oh my god, look. Damn, that's pretty bad, man. Shout out CTS. That's a dope ass intake, man. I really appreciate it. Woo-wee! That sounds, damn, that's pretty cool, man. Shout out CTS. Once again, I'm speechless. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just talking right now, you know? Alright guys, so I think that's where I'm gonna end the video. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys were able to see how loud that intake really is. It's super loud. I wasn't expecting it to be that loud, but I'm actually surprised. I'm really surprised at how loud it was. So I'm pretty stoked on it, pretty stoked on owning it. So if you guys want to cop the same intake, just head over to ctsturbo.com and get yours ASAP, because they're probably gonna run out. But once again, guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you guys like it. I'll catch you guys on the next one.